or not. And I thought you guys would clap for that, but fuck y'all, that's fine, that's fine. Hell yeah. But something I learned real quick about marriage is that it's, for all intents and purposes, just slow motion identity theft. Right? For real, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever absorbed anyone else's personality by proximity. That's basically all it is. Just two lonely motherfuckers gentrifying each other emotionally, slowly over time. Because when you get married, you don't just exchange vows. You exchange quirks, you exchange bad habits, you exchange middling mental illnesses, like little charms in a friendship, basically. Except, luckily for me, my wife's quirks are useful. Like getting up at a reasonable hour, paying bills on time, knowing where the important documents are. Meanwhile, my quirks are, shit like being way too heavily emotionally invested in Dragon Ball Z, like at 41. Knowing all the first and last name of every People's Court judge. That's a fact. And knowing what years Abe Lincoln had syphilis. 1846 to 48, by the way. It's just a matter of time to do with marriage before, she's gonna notice your weird processes, and you're gonna have to look her in the eye and explain yourself. And she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" You're like, "Oh no." And I don't know if you guys have ever had to explain a habit you do that you've done so long you don't even remember why it's weird. But okay, I'll just so my weird process when I was a lesser man was putting trash in the freezer, right? Exactly. That's the reaction I was looking for. Because in my mind that made perfect sense, right? The kind of trash that gets really gross if you leave it out sitting too long. Freeze that shit. Boom. I convinced myself that shit was like science, like physics. I was like, oh, I gotta formulate cold beets stink. Rock beats paper, even though it turns out paper beats rock. I learned that recently. Cold beets stink. Turns out that's not science at all, y'all. That was fan physics. I was making that shit up. Just pulled it out of my ass. I was a garbage Batman, just doing my own little experiments, trying to preserve evidence. And I didn't think that was weird for years. I was totally that's just what you do, right? But turns out, according to my wife, I was just too lazy to take out the trash. Can you believe that? I did not. I thought I was just turning into a raccoon with renter's insurance over time. But I don't know. Because when you get married, there's oversight all of a sudden. There's a woman there standing there like expecting accountability. Standing in the kitchen holding a bag of trash, why is this next to the chicken? And no, I had no defense. No whatsoever. Because the second I had to explain it out loud, I saw it. I understood. I get what she's talking about. But I gotta say, nowadays, I see the, identity theft happening in real time, Meanwhile, while I'm becoming more and more responsible, she's becoming more and more goblin. Bless her heart. Just out there. The other day, I caught her eating tomato soup out of the can with a plastic spoon. And then she was trying to sneak it in there and put it back in the fridge. I was gonna eat that later. I was like, no, you were not. You're not gonna eat that later. I thought we were putting that shit in the trash, right? Or at least I thought we had the decency to put it in the freezer. All right, well.
Aaron, you're talking about identity theft?
What?
You're talking about identity theft?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's identity theft if you just leave your credit card.